Hello everybody, it's been a little while, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and I wanted to give you guys an update video to tell you what's been going on and the plans I have for the future. So I was going to record this video and post it after I finished Steins Gate Zero, but I also was planning to be up. I wanted to get this video up in the month of August. Now, I figured I could wait, but I also figured this was a good chance to say kind of what's been going on with me while also transitioning into the major update. So if you guys want to hear what's going on, they'll be real quick. If not, I can jump into this. But basically, I'm going to be revealing a shit ton of new series and various plans that'll be going into place regarding them. So this is going to be probably a pretty long update video. I'd expect maybe 15 minutes. I have no idea. It might only be 7, but I do have a lot to say, and sometimes update videos end up being kind of long even when I don't have anything to say. But this is probably one that I have probably the most to say in a really long time, so I'm really excited to kind of talk to you guys for the first time in a little while. So I'm planning to record Steins Gate Zero right after this, at least part of it. I've actually seen part of it, and then I will watch the rest of it, and by the time this goes up, I will have seen episodes 14 to 18. I was saying 14 and 19, but I was actually doing 14 to 18 because there was a little confusion there with my episode order, but it's all good. I got that. And yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of big sauce. So the first thing I want to reveal, as you guys know, I replaced, oh god, what show was it? It was a Western show. RWBY. I replaced RWBY Volume 7 with Kill la Kill, which was my most recent replacement on the rotation. The current rotation, as it stands now, is My Hero Academia Season 4, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Season 2, Kill la Kill, Steins Gate Zero, and Hunter x Hunter. So, there will be some shows I'll be finishing. Steins Gate Zero is the next show to be finished. So one of the reasons so I've been wanting to do a 3-2 set where in my 5 rotation series, 3 of them are anime, 2 of them are Western series. So that's kind of the ratio that I want to do. But you'll have noticed that I had that ratio and I replaced RWBY with an anime and Kill la Kill. Now there was a reason for that, and that's because I wanted to rotate where in the rotation they were. Because my rotation is going to have a bit more of structure to it, I guess you could say, which would be to Kill la Kill. So the first slot in the rotation, the third slot in the rotation, and the 5th slot in the rotation will be anime slots, and the 2nd slot and 4th slots will be Western slots. So, because I wanted to do that, I decided, okay, Kill la Kill would be the show after RWBY and would slot into that 3rd slot, and then the 4th slot, which is currently Steins Gate Zero, will get replaced by a Western series. So after I finish Steins Gate Zero, it will be in that anime, Western, anime rotation. So obviously the 5th and 1st show are both anime, but other than that, it will rotate every time. But obviously it's an odd number and there's an extra on one side, so there is that. But that's the way that's going to be structured after Steins Gate Zero, and that was the reason why, even though it was 3 and 2, I went to an anime, which puts it off balance at 4 and 1, but it'll soon be 3 and 2 again, and that's where I plan to keep it, with the exception of perhaps shows that I'm keeping up to on the weekly. Obviously, those will be exempt and will be exempt to this 3-2 rule. There could be a 3rd Western or a 4th anime involved there or something. Obviously, Attack on Titan final season, RWBY Volume 8, there's definitely things coming in the future that I want to do as they come out, so we'll see what happens there. But I like to obviously surprise you guys with a lot of series, but I'm about to hit you guys with a lot of reveals. So you guys are going to know a lot of the series that are coming. So, first off, we are going to have, as you know, of course, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure will replace Hunter x Hunter. That has been long said, nothing new. Simple, right? But let's work our way up the rotation. So what will replace Steins Gate? Steins Gate will be replaced by a smorgasbord of Western series that have something I need to catch up on. So I haven't decided the exact order of which I'm going to do these, but the most likely order I'm going to do these. Now, this order might be completely wrong, so I do need to specify I might do these in any order, and it's possible another might pop up. But currently, after I finish Steins Gate Zero, I'm planning to do the RWBY Volume 7 soundtrack, Adventure Time Distant Lands Part 1, Infinity Train Book 3, and Rick and Morty Season 4 Part 2. Now, currently in my head, that's the order in which I'm going to do these 4. But that could switch around. It could literally be flipped. I have no idea. But currently, I'm planning to do the RWBY Volume 7 soundtrack, then Adventure Time Distant Lands Part 1, then Infinity Train Book 3, then Rick and Morty Season 4 Part 2. So all of these are like one-offs. Catch up to Rick and Morty, catch up to Infinity Train, catch up to Adventure Time, and then obviously the RWBY soundtrack dropped, so I want to do that as well. So those are the 4 kind of one-off things. Those will all be like one rotation, and they'll just keep switching out. When I get through all of those, that 4th slot in the rotation will be going to She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. So I had a few shows in mind here. I had, Owl House, Amphibia, Glitch Text, Teen Titans. There's others, obviously. There were quite a few Western things, both new as well as a few old ones. Candy. There's different things that I really want to do. I decided on She-Ra. And one of the reasons I decided on She-Ra is I wanted this to be something that was completed. And She-Ra obviously finished not that long ago. It's a completed series. I could do it beginning to end and then be done with it. And I'm excited at that prospect. Now a lot of those shows that I named, as well as others, there's a lot of shows that I have interest in on the Western side that I really want to get to, especially a lot of the newer stuff that's come out in the last year or two, Dragon Prince. I can think of other ones, obviously. And I really want to do a lot of these, but I'm very excited with my choice. I'm very excited with She-Ra. So this is the first reveal of the video is Steins Gate Zero will get replaced by a smorgasbord of Western stuff I need to catch up to, one-offs. A one-off for Adventure Time, Infinity Train, Rick and Morty, and RWBY. Currently, my order is RWBY, Adventure Time, Infinity Train, Rick and Morty. That's currently the order I have in my head, but that is subject to change. I might flip those around. So you won't know until it comes around, or if I give another video, or if I put a certain thing in the playlist after, I finish Steins Gate Zero, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, that one's first, and then when that one swaps out, you'll know. But because I should have my playlists all in order once this comes around, because obviously I'm waiting for everything to get my playlists fixed on this channel and everything. Okay, so that's the 4 slot. I'm doing Steins Gate Zero. When I finish Steins Gate Zero, I'm going to do one-offs of those 4 series, and then it's going to be She-Ra. Awesome. So the 3rd slot is Kill la Kill. Now this is going to remain an anime slot. Again, that's why I replaced RWBY. One of the reasons I replaced RWBY with Kill la Kill was obviously the next anime I was going to do, and that's why I put it here. So, what's going to replace Kill la Kill when I finish it? So, Kill la Kill, obviously, I've just started, but it's also not that long, so it's not going to take too long for me to finish it. So, what is coming in the Kill la Kill spot? Well, it's going to be a poll. That's right. There's going to be an anime poll that you guys will be able to vote for to determine what's going to be in Kill la Kill's place. So this is going to be a special poll that's going to be available in the month of September on the channel. So September is this big month. If you've never pledged to the Patreon, obviously I love your support. If you want to pledge this month, be my guest. Again, you still would get to vote on the August movies. But for September, it's going to be a special edition. We're going to have a special poll. It's just the same $1 tier. It's a special series poll. You guys get to vote for the anime series that will replace Kill la Kill. But wait, there's more. Oh baby, there's more. Because guess what? In October, you get to vote for the Western series that replaces Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. So in back-to-back months, there will be a poll to determine a new series I'm doing. Now, I don't have the exact lists. I have preliminary lists of what's going to be on the poll. I'm debating between a number of around 5 to 10 series. I have a bunch of series on my mind. Now, in the case of the Western stuff, the lengths are going to be all over the place. Some of it might be shorter stuff. But again, you heard a lot of the series I named. There's a good chance most, if not all, of the series I named earlier will be on this poll for that 2 spot, replacing Ben 10 Ultimate Alien on the October poll. As far as the September poll for the Kill la Kill anime replacement, so obviously all of the series on the Kill la Kill replacement will be anime, and all the series in September, again, that's a September poll. All the series on the Ben 10 Ultimate Alien poll will be in October. Those will all be Western. So obviously I named a lot that might be on the Western poll in October. As far as September's poll for the anime, they will all be kind of like mid to semi-long series. You know, nothing on the lengths of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or a Hunter x Hunter, but also nothing that we're taught, no like one core anime or anything like that. And I will get to that in a second, because there's one more slot. There's the top slot, the My Hero Academia slot. So when I finish My Hero Academia, obviously this is an anime slot, what am I going to do with My Hero Academia? Well, I'm going to replace it with a pretty long series. But there's a catch. One, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. It's Monogatari. You heard me right. It's Monogatari. Now, obviously, Monogatari is a bit weird when it comes to the watch order. Now, I have a friend who is a massive fan, huge fan, big fan. I mean, he's a very critical person. But I have a very good friend. He knows exactly who he is, and we worked on this order to watch Monogatari. So I will post this right here, and you guys can take a look at this order. But this is what we're going with. I'm committed to this. This is the order I'm going with. This is what he's recommended. We've double and triple checked everything. This is what we like. But you'll notice, obviously, so this is the order. I'll leave it on screen a couple more seconds, and there we go. Okay, let's move back to the middle. So it's Bake Monogatari, Kizo Monogatari, Nisei Monogatari, Nikokoro Monogatari. I don't know if I'm saying any of these right. Nikoshiro Monogatari, Kabuki Monogatari, Hana Monogatari, Otori Monogatari, Oni Monogatari, Koi Monogatari, Suki Monogatari, Koyomi Monogatari, and Owari Monogatari. These names. But that's the order, right? Right. But I don't want to be committed to a series like this. Obviously, this series is, again, you know, like a Hunter x Hunter. It's really fucking long. Obviously, also not finished either. So why... And I have all this, like, don't worry, I have a lot of sauce here. But, and there will be some other stuff involved. The Monogatari viewing is going to be a bit weird, and I know there's a lot of stuff, but I have a friend who's going to help me with this series. Someone who's a big fan of both the anime as well as other source material, and there's going to be a lot involved. There's going to be a few weird things involved with Monogatari, but it's going to be really fun. I'm so excited for the series. But I've also discussed with him this idea, and he agrees that this idea works well with Monogatari. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Monogatari for a while, and then we're going to switch to a small anime and then return to Monogatari. So replacing My Hero Academia will be Bake Monogatari. Then when that's done, we're going to do Re:Zero Season 2 Part 1. And then when that's done, we're going to do the Kizu Monogatari films. And when that's done, we're going to do Death Parade. And when that's done, we're going to do more Monogatari. And when that's done, we're going to do The Devil is a Part-Timer. And when that's done, we're going to do more Monogatari. And when that's done, we're going to do Made in Abyss. So far, that's all fun. So I just gave you guys legit, like, what, 7 future series or something? Let's see. Monogatari, Made in Abyss, Death Parade, Devil is a Part-Timer. When I'm going to do ReZero Season 2 Part 1, which isn't a new series, but you get my point. And then you already knew about JoJo, of course, I'm not counting that. She-Ra, obviously the other Western stuff I'm not counting either because that's not new. And then 2 blanks. A blank anime and a blank cartoon that'll be up to fan vote, as well as 5 series that were my decisions. So, 7 of the next series are all locked in. So this has been something I've been cooking up for a while, and I've been waiting for the right time to reveal this. I promised a big update in August. This is the update. Now, I totally honestly don't remember if I talked about this, but one of the reasons I haven't been posting lately, so I meant to do this at the beginning, but I guess it's going in the end, because I don't know if I said it at the beginning, honestly. There's been a lot of fires going on in California. There's been blackouts. So it's been a combination of like, and I have had blackouts. So it's been a combination of like, I don't want to be mid-recording and then a blackout happens. That would suck. Especially since in recent times, I've been recording it around the time that it's like, we're likely to have blackouts, which is, around now, honestly, when I'm recording this, but it's okay, because this only involves the phone recording. If power went out, all that would happen is the lights would turn off and I could just finish the video anyways. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. But, obviously this is a very exciting video. There's a lot of information. I will be posting a TLDR, or I guess a TLDW. I guess it's a TLDW. Too long didn't watch instead of read. But I will be posting a TLDW in the description. In the comment section. Sorry. It'll be the, pinned comment or whatever. I'll make sure it's up top. You guys will have a comment from me that'll explain this video in case you don't want to watch it. But it's fun. So there's a lot going on. A lot. A lot of times I like to keep my series secret and like what's coming on the horizon. But this time I decided to kind of go the other route. I'm going to give you guys a lot of transparency as to what's coming. Now, eventually that will, like once we get through, and I need to remember the order in which I said it, but it's because it's Monogatari, ReZero, Monogatari, Death Parade, Monogatari, Devil is a Part-Timer, Monogatari, Made in Abyss, right? Yeah. I've had it in my head, but I have actually not written this down. So I need to actually like put this all together. Okay, yeah, so I've written that down now, but so obviously, the first rotation is going to be the Monogatari / essentially one core anime slot. We're going to be doing Monogatari, and we're going to break off from Monogatari with small anime. And that's what the one slot in the rotation is going to be dedicated for post My Hero Academia Season 4. Again, the 2 slot is Ben 10 Ultimate Alien and will be replaced by a fan vote on my Patreon in the month of October. So all you need to do is just, in the month of October, pledge for $1, and you get to vote for the next series. Before that, in September, we will have the fan vote to replace Kill la Kill as the next anime. Again, those will be... So there won't be any one core anime. It will be longer anime than that. And the reason why is because that one slot in the rotation is, again, going to be focused on, obviously, Monogatari as well as one core anime. And obviously, I told you, I'm going to be getting back into ReZero. I'm going to be doing but of course, Death Parade, Devil is a Part-Timer, and Made in Abyss are all one core anime that I will be doing. in that slot in the rotation in that order. So you guys can definitely look forward to all of that. I got a lot of one core anime lined up, and I have others, but I don't want to just like go too far ahead just in case like stuff happens. So I figured that's a good spot on how far ahead to go as far as the one core anime I am planning to do in the Monogatari / one core anime slot, the number 1 slot in the rotation. So again, number 2 poll in October to determine Ultimate Alien's replacement. It'll be a Western show because that's a Western slot in the rotation. Number 3 is the Kill la Kill slot. That'll be replaced by a September anime poll. So that'll be an anime series. Again, probably somewhere between 2 to like 6 cores. It's going to be somewhere like, we're talking minimum probably 24 episodes. So like at least around as long as Kill la Kill, up to like, I know something that'll be on the poll that'll probably be on the high side of the shit. So I kind of know, like, I kind of have a good idea of what's going to be on that poll. So I kind of like 2 to like maybe 7 or so cores, 6-ish cores, you know, somewhere in that range is kind of like the top end. And then the bottom end's around 24 episodes. But there's not going to be anything like Hunter x Hunter or JoJo, and there's not going to be anything like a Made in Abyss or a Death Parade that's really short either. So it's going to be kind of intermediate. Again, I do have a lot of interesting ones lined up as far as what I might do for that slot. And then the same thing with the Western show, although there might be some shorter ones in the Western show, because that one, I don't have any idea of doing a short show, a long show. That could just be whatever that replaces Ultimate Alien. Again, though, I think a lot of them will fit in that range of being probably at least like 20-ish episodes up to like 70-ish, somewhere in that range. They're probably, most of them, if not all of them, are going to be in that range or close to it. And then, of course, the 4 spot, you're going to have Steins Gate Zero get replaced by me catching up on a bunch of one-off things for all these different Western shows before jumping into She-Ra. And again, the 5 spot, there's no news with the 5 spot. That's still, Hunter x Hunter into JoJo. As you guys know, that's been the plan for a long time. When I finish Hunter x Hunter, we're going to do JoJo. That's going to be in the 5 slot in the rotation. So the rotating rotation obviously is over. I stopped that with Kill la Kill, and one of the reasons that stopped was to have this set like 1 slot's an anime, and you know what that is, 2 slots a cartoon, 3 slots an anime, 4 slots a cartoon, 5 slots an anime, and there is kind of like a plan. You guys have an idea of what the next series will be in every slot currently, except for 2 and 3, which will be a poll, so that'll be fan vote, but you'll know in time. Obviously, that's up to you guys, at least the ones that want to give me $1 in September or October respectively, depending on which one we're talking about. So there's a lot here, but I hope you guys are very excited for everything I've revealed. There's a lot of stuff to get excited for, because while I'm still, obviously, that 5 slot is just locked in, what's exciting about the Monogatari one in particular for me is it's a way to jump into a really long series while also having a lot of room to do a lot of other stuff. And I think that's what has me excited for Monogatari, is, I've talked to people, again, especially, one of my really good friends who's a huge fan of this series, and we worked this out and we thought like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. And that just makes me so excited, because on one hand, I get to tackle a show that I'm so excited for. Like, Monogatari is near the very top of my list as far as things I've been wanting to get to. And I'm so curious about it, because I've heard, I don't know anything about the plot at all, like literally nothing, but like I've just heard so many great things from so many different people about it, and people who, I'm very interested in, people who tend to have a lot of opinions I tend to agree with for the most part. So I'm very excited to check that out. But I'm also excited to be doing a lot of these shorter anime that have been on my list for a long time. And it's like they're so short. And I feel like this Monogatari 1 core anime structure for the 1 slot is probably the thing I'm most excited for. But I'm definitely looking forward to the variation as well as getting into another longer series. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds of being able to do a really long show and also getting a chance to get through a lot of these shorter shows so that we can have more rotation. So again, if you don't like Monogatari, you can still be excited for that slot because maybe you like Death Parade or Made in Abyss or something. So it's really exciting. That just works out, I think, for everyone. I think everyone's going to be excited, unless you're a massive Monogatari fan that's going to be dying waiting for each part. But again, it's such a long series that I wouldn't be doing this otherwise. I wouldn't be doing Monogatari for probably years, literal years. Like maybe after I did JoJo, which, good lord, who knows how long that'll take me between Hunter and JoJo. So yeah, it's really crazy, but I've talked for 25 minutes, and like I said, I kept things really short as far as the life stuff, but the fires have been horrible. The smoke and ash is horrible in California. It's awful. We've had this stuff before. Fires are kind of like our... I don't remember it when I was younger, but certainly in recent years with climate change and everything, fires are kind of like our natural disaster. Like, I've always grew up thinking earthquakes. That's always what you think of in California, but I feel like I rarely actually feel like any major earthquakes, even though I do, every once in a while there's a big one, but earthquakes can be really scary, especially given how sudden they are. You just don't get warning, but it's kind of not much different with fires, and fires have just become like the quote-unquote natural disaster of California. Like, it's just horrible in the summer. The fires get so bad. And then the blackouts, because we have so much heat and we haven't had much wind, and now of course, once we get a bunch of fires, boom, here comes the wind, and it's just a mess. So that's California right now. It's terrible. And that's a big reason I haven't been posting, because I've been, kind of dealing with that. On top of that, of course, one of the things I can actually be excited for is the LA Lakers in the playoffs. So the number 1 seed, what did they do? My Lakers. I had to freaking sew this on. This was like totally falling off, but this is an old black Kobe like sleeve jersey back when they had those sleeve jerseys. Of course, they lose game 1 to Portland, and like Portland's on fire after what they did to Memphis and that just incredible play-in game with the Grizzlies, and now they take game 1 from the Lakers, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like Caldwell Pope, Green, they fucking suck. I mean, I love Danny Green, but Jesus Christ. And I'm a little nervous. I mean, I'm still pretty confident. Like, Bucks are going to beat the Magic and Lakers are going to beat the Blazers. Like, it's crazy that the 8 seeds both beat the 1 seeds in game 1. By the time you guys see this, game 2 will have already happened. And I swear to God, if it's 2-0 Portland, F in the comment section if it's actually 2-0 Portland by the time this posts, if anyone's actually watched this 27 minutes in. But, Jesus Christ, like, I need AD and LeBron to just go ham and just ruin Dame's life. But yeah, no. I mean, I'm very excited for the NBA playoffs, if you couldn't tell. I haven't really been able to get into the NHL playoffs because, the Sharks just being so bad this year kind of killed my hype for hockey. But I'm definitely getting into baseball. My A's are just killing it this year, and then the Lakers obviously, haven't looked good in the bubble, but they're still the number 1 seed. They still got Anthony Davis, LeBron James. You got to think that they have a shot, even if maybe the Clippers are probably the favorites. But I'm really excited for the sports. It's been very cool. So there's been some good stuff going on, but overall, it's been really weird in California, and I don't know how, I assume everything will be fine. I won't have to like fucking evacuate or anything, but assuming I do, obviously that could throw some things out of whack as far as my schedulings, but I'm expecting in the next day or two to get the Steins Gate 0 video up, and from there it should be fairly consistent. It probably would have been if I didn't have some sauce going on, but I'm going to finish recording the Steins Gate video in a second, so probably I might record it tomorrow, but I'm probably at least going to watch some of it, but I also have to do some other viewings of other stuff unrelated to the channel as well, so kind of just when do I want to do what, I guess. But anyways, this video literally ended up being like 30 minutes long. That's insane. So for anyone who stuck it out, which I assume is not many of you, thank you so much. And I hope you're excited for everything, because I am excited for all of these, and I've been holding this in for a while. This is a big info dump that I've like just a disgusting, like, this is like, it's just like, oh man, I want to go into graphic detail on just how much of a dump this is. It is all over the floor and it is nasty. That's what I'll say. But it's also hype, because let's see, Monogatari hype, ReZero hype, Death Parade hype, Devil is a Part-Timer hype, Made in Abyss hype, and She-Ra hype, and then also hype for 2 other series, and also hype for a bit more structure, I suppose, but who cares about that? Anyways, whatever the case may be, Flamin' Shark signing it. Wow, this is actually going to be wow, I just realized it's 29:55. Okay, now it's 30 minutes. Okay, well, this is a 30-minute update video. Holy shit. Flaming Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.